catch you up to speed.
It all started one day when we were on Marketplace.
Beautiful
and
car,
found this
though.
barely running E36 that had been sitting for over 18 years. We were told the car might have some cooling issues, but it was unclear. We negotiated the price down.
Key coolant issues, and it's automatic. Oh shit, this is a good car.
Down to $800. They just simply wanted it gone and didn't have the time to get it fixed up. Not knowing if we should just tow it back, we actually attempted to make the 8-minute drive back to our shop, and it was running fine until it wasn't. Just moments away from pulling in, disaster struck. This seemingly quick flip might have just put us completely underwater. These cars commonly blow head gaskets the moment they get hot, and our gauge was pinned in the red. With the head gasket being my main concern, we pushed it in the shop and got to checking it out. Are we gonna be able to fix this car, get it back on the road, and make it look
It broke on the way to the shop.
super cool for under 2,000 bucks? Or did we just overpay for a piece of junk? Let's find out.
Okay guys, the E36 is probably my favorite BMW. I'm shocked it's been this long since we've done one. Other than obviously the M6 or any V10 to an M5. Body style, E36, like absolute favorite BMW. This is such a cool E36 because it's been sitting since 2008. So unregistered, you know, off the books, just sitting, rotting, just waiting to be brought back to life. Because this is an early E36, this is a single stage.
What are you saying?
I saw all like Marnie, Rio and Bailey.
What are you doing?
Just running around stadium picking up. Is it picking up of me? I was like, what? It's like, what? They came up to me that, it's like, what? Oh, I thought I was picking up of you. It was like, that nigga, what?
Yeah, you thought you was the plug, man.
No, I'm just active, bro. Like,
See this.
Paint, and it's white.
I call it.
None of them, man, had some good
Oh, I can imagine, man. Cause you know this is the most dilated
like,
shit.
You know when it gives your belly, makes your belly rumble when you sip it. Like they had good cups, man.
Yeah.
All of them, even Hogan, bro. They all had good cups. They wasted it. Even Ryan was saying, he said the lean's not worth it because they're not drinking.
Yeah, they're not doing that. No, it's not alcohol, bro.
It's not for them. It's not for them, bro. Like, bro, lean is for weed smokers. Like,
Yeah,
you
more or
need the
less.
weed smoking mentality where you just louse around. Like the niggas, like you need, bro. It's not for. It's just not for them, bro.
I don't
It's
know.
not for them. It's not.
Show me.
Which means that we can buff this and make this look like showroom quality really easily. But let me show you some things in the interior. So now I wish you guys could be here with me because when you get in this car, instantly you get slapped in the face with this smell of like vintage BMW leather.
That just means it smells bad, bro. Like, come on.
It smells the same way our E34 smelled. And it's probably obviously, you know, the build quality, all the materials they used. You know, this is an American car.
Just say it smells bad.
95% plastic, 5% fake pleather. This is like, there's still some plastic, but there's a lot of like nice leathers, and it all just creates that smell. We got the yucky automatic transmission, but luckily we could swap this to a manual in an afternoon if we want to, so it's not that big of an issue.
Keep it automatic.
Overall, like the condition isn't perfect, and it's this like brown interior, but it's not terrible either. Most E36s on the market are just completely clapped. This is, you know, other than the usual E36 issues, it's in pretty decent shape. I mean, there's so much potential here. We could turn this into an absolute killer car. Now, we've looked at a lot of E36s for sale, and most of the time, they're just beat to hell. I know this might not look perfect, but this car, believe it or not, is really well preserved. I think it must have been stored inside of a garage. I mean, everything's really nice.
It's nice.
Pretty clean. It's not terrible. The gauges are in like perfect shape. So much potential here, guys. This car is a time capsule.
Wow.
There we go. Hood struts don't work.
That's normal.
As usual. I mean, we got the M50, like one of the most reliable, you know, great BMW engines. Downside is they blow head gaskets very easily. See, this is something I really like. BMW doesn't do this anymore. It's so dumb. I love when they put the German name of the paint code in the engine bay. So this is, you know, Alpine white. Some duct tape.
Who cares?
Here on the fuse box, real great. Tons of dead leaves. But overall, not terrible. Look at that, we got some paw prints right here.
Paw
So,
prints.
And then all that stuff. Looks like a rat started chewing through here. Just the usual stuff when a car sits for a long time. Luckily, this car wasn't that far away. It was like 5 minutes down the street. I tried driving it back, but it overheated on the way.
This thing blew up on the way back to the shop. We almost made it, but
That's
of course we didn't. So I remember when we took the video, I was looking back at the footage, it was really wet over here, which is a good sign because the head's on that side. So I feel like if a head gasket blew, like externally, which I don't think happens, it would have been wet over there. So it most likely is, there's a lot of hoses that run underneath this intake manifold. So I think the best course of action is to pop it off so we can get a better look. So let's just take this intake manifold off and figure out what broke.
Go for it, mate.
Okay, let's take this air box off.
It's gonna be filthy, watch.
There's the air filter.
It's actually not terrible.
Ooh, there's some zip tied stuff down here.
Zip ties in the engine.
Okay, here we go, air box is out. So look, I already found this, which is not a good sign. This whole thing was disconnected. I don't really know what this is exactly. It's a sensor that went into the air box. Maybe intake air temp? Not really sure. That's, oh, look at this, oh,
That's
this whole
terrible.
thing's destroyed. Throttle body has been disconnected. We'll let that just dangle. Okay, a few connections later, we got the intake manifold out. It's a little bit more complicated than I was expecting. So right off the bat, everything's very oily. So something in here blew up. You guys see
Go
it?
on, have a look.
There's a million wires.
A lot of lines that could break.
There's a lot of lines that I could have just broke when I removed the intake manifold. Everything's so damn brittle. That's disconnected. I think I did. I don't see any coolant. So this is coolant right here. And it's for the heater.
Great.
Oh, do you see that?
Oh,
No
yeah,
way, you
look.
found it.
Do you see this?
Does that clip in?
Oh my days,
No,
they
I mean,
actually
look,
found
you
it.
could, I don't know if you could tell, but there's a, it's jagged. Like that broke. That's broken.
yeah.
That's broken plastic. I don't even know what this piece is, but it's
something heater related.
something heater related. I mean, there was green coolant. Yeah. So I don't
It
know.
goes right back to the back of the cylinder head,
Yeah. So,
and it goes to that thing that goes to the heater box.
which, and then all our stuff was spraying wet. It was right here. So
Yeah.
this was where the leak was. That's broken. I think it's safe to say that that's probably our issue. So we have two issues. Something broke and leaked coolant. I think we found that. Why did it overheat? So we have to figure that out next too. Is it a head gasket issue? Is it a radiator issue? Is it a water pump issue? Is it a thermostat issue? Who knows? So while we're in here, we're gonna have to do some research. We gotta remove and replace the part that broke.
Take some NAS, as I do.
There we go. That's the part that burst open. So this whole thing cracked. Now these are super expensive, like $500 for the original one, but luckily, Amazon's got us covered with their finest Chinese junk. So we ordered one of those, I think for what, 40 bucks?
Like 30.
30 bucks. So we are gonna be surely
Great.
putting that back in the car. So there you go. There's the old one that is broken. This is not supposed to come off. And then we got the new one. Pretty cool, and it was overnighted. So it's in the car. Now I'm not like entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure this is a heater control valve because there's a lot of heater lines that go into it, and I'm sure it does some magical stuff when you hook it up to electricity. But that doesn't concern me. Let's just get it in so it doesn't leak anymore. All right, guys, as you can see, a few hose clamps later, it's in, pretty straightforward. So now it's time to just reverse the steps and put the intake manifold back on. It should probably take me about 20 minutes, not a big deal.
Okay, so
Now
they're
that we got
actually
the
doing
intake
it.
manifold out, we're going to need to replace these gaskets, but luckily, thought ahead and bought some new ones. So
No
it should be pretty
way.
simple. Let's get all the old
They
ones
make it look
out.
so easy, bro.
Okay, I wiped them all out, got all the grease out. Look at these, nice new fresh ones. These were like a total of like $8, so
$8
kinda felt like
bucks.
it was a no-brainer. We got new gaskets. Let's reverse the steps. I cleaned the whole surface off. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's connected. All right, guys, the intake manifold is back on. We
Yes.
fixed the leak. Now, time to fix what caused the leak. Now, sources tell me, aka Google AI, that most likely it was just a thermostat, which is really common in these cars. What happens is they get stuck closed, and basically it just traps the water inside the engine,
that makes
making it
sense.
overheat, never gets to the radiator. Now, we already went ahead, thought ahead, and bought a new thermostat housing and thermostat. So I just gotta get the old one out, and then we could get this thing on the road. Excited to actually go properly drive it. Noah drove it back, I haven't driven it yet. And it appears
broke
so
when you
far
drove it.
that the bolts are different sizes. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I mean, they're two different size holes. One's a 13, one's a 10. There we go. Last one. Removed. Cool to have the part beforehand because I'm using it as a bolt holder. All right, now I should be able to pop this thing off. Of course, no coolant poured out because it all exploded. Whoa!
No way.
Dude, what the hell is that stuff? Someone put gushers in our coolant system.
That's for mixing coolant.
Look at that, guys. It's tempting. Yeah, I think you're right, Noah. I think this is the when you mix the wrong coolants together, it does this. That or a head gasket blew, I don't know.
No, head gasket won't do that.
Sounds like rocks. Okay, now I gotta get this thermostat out.
Surface is all nasty.
This thermostat is like stuck in here. I'm gonna have to break the thermostat, I think, to get it out. Yeah, look at this, dude.
Whoa.
I mean, listen. That's crazy. Okay, I just popped it out. Dude, that's why it's overheating.
Wow. That
Look
is
at that.
crazy.
That is disgusting. Oh, I mean, yeah, this thing's, how would this ever work? Okay, we need to kind of do a coolant flush in this block right now because there's probably a lot of this and we need to get this out.
Yeah, that's terrible.
This is a 33-year-old car and this coolant's been sitting for almost 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, like, I mean, can I really blame it? And it looks like someone mixed the like wrong shit in here, but anyways, I know you guys can't see. We'll have to get some footage of that from the phone. But that
Bro, they got weed. Their car's growing weed, bro.
is so blocked. Like, we actually need to do like a coolant flush, a forceful coolant, like put a hose in it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Glad I think we found our problem. We get that fixed, we can turn the car on and hopefully go for our first joyride. All right, guys, we got this thing up on the lift because we have to go and basically just completely get all this crap out with a scraper, and then we're gonna have to flush it with like maybe a garden hose or something. So we're gonna have to put it all the way up in the air, and there should be a block drainage port on the side of the block, and then we're gonna have to just see what we can do, see what kind of damage we can do. All right, guys, I got a little borescope action. Ooh. See, actually, in there, it's not too bad.
You need a toothbrush.
It's just mainly this little area right here. Oh.
You need
Alright,
to use
guys.
a toothbrush.
Drain plug is actually really accessible. Slowly get it out. It's draining. So now we're gonna get all of the crap out of the back of this block, and then we can run a hose through it. Or maybe we just pour a bottle in it. Yeah, look, there's chunks in here. It's kind of a greenish blue.
Ugh.
It's like swamp water.
All right, guys, while we're here, might as well do the petcock on the radiator. Oh, okay, that was weird. Luckily, this doesn't look the worst, so I think our problem is localized. Block is flushed, drained. We got most of the gunk out. Now it's time to put in our new thermostat and throw away that piece of junk. And then we can start to reassemble. Okay, it's fully in. Now let's set the O-ring on it. The O-ring is seated. Time to put the new housing with the new gasket. Install that now. All right, guys, one of the last things, I don't know if you remember from earlier, but this boot was torn, and this is post-mass airflow. That's not gonna fly. If that's not reading the same as what the sensor is, the car won't run right. So we went ahead, again, overnighted the cheapest thing on Amazon. It was actually like 20 bucks, so it's actually probably like pretty nice. But there you go, it has all the same little connections. Nice. Look at the tape that's been sucked inside. Just waiting to be a bad day. I was not paying attention to how that went together. Can't wait to get this thing all done
and then I'm gonna realize that there's like a connector underneath the intake manifold that I completely forgot to connect. All right, last few pieces here.
Well, they're gonna fix the problem now. They're almost done.
All right, guys, last step.
Coolant back in.
Add some coolant.
All right, guys, we're in the middle of bleeding the coolant system, but let's go for a first fire up. Let's see if we put everything back together where it was supposed to be. Fire it up, Dom.
Okay, sounds good to be fair.
Turn it off.
Alright,
Ooh,
guys.
sounds good.
This is our, with my first drive. It's definitely old, making some noises. Here we go.
It looks like a nice, comfortable car though.
For a manual transmission. Yeah, it really would be nice with a manual. So, oh, it's kind of raspy.
Probably like a hole in the muffler.
Yeah, that's definitely not stock.
This car's been sitting since 2008. I mean, it needs so much maintenance, but at the same time, like, it runs.
It does work.
It's got fresh oil. It's got fresh coolant now.
So far, it's warming up, but we're only about, it's about quarter right now, so it's not even in the middle. It's not fully warm yet. It's kind of a sick car.
It's totally a sick car.
It reminds me a lot of our E34, like the dimensions and the feel.
Oh yeah.
I think it needs some modifications.
It needs mods badly. I mean, this
they're
car
modding
right
it.
now is in granny spec, but with a few simple mods, we can make this thing look cool as hell.
Yeah, I don't want to go crazy. I want to go tasteful. That's my goal here.
Yeah, like an OEM plus build.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal. Because I don't want to drive it too much. We're up to temp right now. Let's get it back to the shop. Let's get to modding.
Hey guys, I get it. Life is getting expensive. With all the cost of living increasing, it could get interest, no the video.
$100 eBay set of coilovers. Very easy in these cars.
Once Noah removed the wheel, he got to work removing all of the old shot suspension. First, he removed the bolt holding in the shock, and then lowered the entire suspension down so we could get the old spring out. We then quickly put in the new one with the adjustable spring perch so we could lower the rear end.
Okay, we have it set to the correct height. Now I just gotta fit this in here.
Once that was popped in, he dug into the trunk and took out the 2 bolts holding in the old shock. This thing was completely blown out.
This thing is ready to be trashed.
That's crazy. That's so bad, though.
Now we got the nice new shock
Yes.
that actually springs back.
He then reversed those steps and bolted in the new one. 2 nuts on the top, 1 bolt on the bottom. This stuff is seriously simple, which makes it super fun. Now that the rear was looking good, it was all tight, it was time to move to the front. Same thing here. He removed the wheel and then got to work removing all the bolts. I think there's only like 5 or 6 bolts that hold the entire front suspension in, so it's pretty simple. Once that was out, it was time to put the new shiny stuff in.
There's the old spring. Let's fit the new one in.
But seriously, this is gonna be the upgrade we were looking for because this is adjustable and we can lower the car as much as we want. After tightening the bolts, it was time to move on to the wheels. All right, guys, the suspension is done. I'm dying to see what it's gonna look like because a lowered E36 is kind of, that's what gets me excited. And when trying to pick the wheels, we were trying to go for something that was very OEM plus. These are absolutely terrible. Maybe if they weren't like peeling, it might be like somewhat passable, but I just honestly not a fan. They're too round. Now we ended up picking a stock BMW wheel, a different one. And no, we're not gonna paint them, they're already good to go. These are stock E36 M3 wheels. I kinda just thought it was perfect. The best part is Facebook Marketplace for 350 bucks. Some guy just got done with his build. He didn't need these anymore, he wanted them gone. They got really fresh tires on them. They're like 5 years old, but that's totally fine. There's like tons of tread. So let's bolt these on. They're in pretty decent condition. They're a little dirty though, so we'll have to wipe them up. I'm already liking this.
Oh my face.
I'm already liking this.
They look amazing.
These look sick. Boom, look at that. Okay, they're super dirty. Give them a quick wipe down. There's some like light scuffing, but overall they're pretty decent shape. Give it a little bit of. Let that sit for a second. Dude, should we put some white walls on this?
Brand new again.
Look at these, 350 bucks, are you kidding me? Look at that! I think that looks awesome. I hope we adjusted the spring purchase as well. And adjusting that afterwards is gonna be a pain in the ass. What do you think?
Looks good.
I like them a lot. All right, let's do the other side, get on the ground. All right, guys, we're lowering it to see how much we're probably gonna have to adjust it. I can already tell the fronts are probably way too low. That's kind of the rod head I want if it was on the ground.
Oh my god. We got a hot rod here.
Shit's stink bugging, dude. That's crazy. Crazy tuck in the front. Oh, dude.
It's literally like a hot rod.
This was terrible. So front, way too low. Rear, way too high.
Wow.
Well, all this means is off camera for about an hour. We're gonna take these wheels off, adjust it, and just fine tune it. All right, guys, we went back and forth. The fitment, can't show it to you yet, looks amazing. But before we get it on the ground and go driving, we got one more mechanical mod we gotta take care of. And that is this crusty ass, leaky, it's got tons of holes, it's rusty, exhaust. Gotta remove this. We're gonna replace it with, if you guys don't know us by now, we don't like spending a lot of money on car parts. So we got the cheapest non-name brand exhaust you could find on eBay. I think this thing costs like 200 bucks. It's like full polished stainless. It looks amazing. Let's get it on the car.
Cool.
We gotta remove the old stuff first. What's really nice about these cars is the exhaust is literally already sectional. So we just gotta unbolt it and bolt that in. No welding, no cutting.
Ah, no welding.
In my opinion, dude, these M50s, I think they sound pretty decent. So with a proper exhaust, it'd be pretty sick. All right, there we go. Ooh.
A lot of rust in there.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's not supposed to sound like there's rice in here. Won't be needing this anymore. Okay, we use some of this hardware. All right, guys, we got the middle pipes in.
Okay.
Trying to put this big old thing in. Ooh, I like those tips a lot. Okay, so while that's kind of balancing there, I'm trying to connect these. Oh, thanks. Oh, Alright, guys, move this out of the way. Alright, there we go. It's a whole lot shinier. Fitting's alright. I think it looks pretty good, but looks only part of it. Let's hear how this bitch sounds. Hey, you know, this is the fitment you get when you spend 200 bucks.
Honestly,
It's not the best,
why not, bro?
and it was also missing one of the hangers, so just forget about that. Just, it's good enough. Let's hear how it sounds. You ready?
Yep.
Dude, it's actually a little quieter.
It's a lot quieter.
So the old exhaust must have just been completely blown out.
This also gives it a much deeper tone, which makes it sound better.
It's definitely not like louder, but it sounds way more refined.
Sounds good.
Great success. Okay guys, wheels, coilovers really change the stance of the car, but paint is one of the most important things because it takes up the most like surface area. And you might on camera think, oh, you know, it's got some nice white paint. This thing has been sitting since 2008. A lot of swirl marks, a lot of sun damage. Not anything too bad, but this is a single stage, which I love because really cheap and easily, I can use a buffing pad, some cut compound, and I can make this shine like a showroom car. So in order for you to actually see the difference, because it's gonna be kind of tough to see because it's white, we're gonna go with some tape right down the middle, and I'll just do one side, and then that way you can see. But this thing, oh man. If you have single stage paint, this is like the easiest way to really bring your paint back to life. We did this to Lenny's Camaro, we did this to our Thunderbird. I mean, there's so many cars we do this to, and it's just such an easy way to make the car look amazing.
We got the diamond cut compound. This is like the highest abrasiveness. So we're gonna put some right there. So I'm gonna rub it in. I've never actually done this to a white car, so it's hard to see it.
Noah then buffed the trunk for just a few minutes, going back and forth, never leaving it in one spot for too long. Look how good this thing looks. I mean, look at the difference. This thing looks amazing.
Yeah, I don't know
What's the difference?
how it looks on camera, but in person it looks really good. So this, super rough, super dull. It looks like very flat. This, very shiny, looks very clean. It looks like brand new paint. If I remove that, oh, you can see the line right there.
Zoom in.
Yeah, big difference. This is all rough and dull, whereas this is all shiny.
I see it, I see it, I see it.
Obviously, a white car is not going to make quite the difference like a red Thunderbird would, but it is worth it. And let's just finish off the rest of the car, go through everything because it's making it shine so much better. I mean, this ups the value big time. I'm not joking, like this is serious.
Noah then took the buffing pad and the compound and went around the whole car. This process takes a little bit of time, but just be patient because the outcome is definitely worth the result.
Okay guys, paint's all glossy now, it looks great, but we still have all this trim, and the problem with the trim is that the sun hits it and turns it from black to this like light gray, and it just looks terrible. Luckily, it's super easy to fix, so just some trim plastic restorer, soak your rag with it, and this stuff works magic. Look at that. Already, you know, coming right back to life. Super fast. So these side skirts, all plastic. So this is gonna have the biggest glow up right here.
Damn.
Look at that.
Look at that, dude. Damn. It's like it's brand new.
I know. It'll start to fade again after being in the sun. So it usually takes like, you know, in a few weeks I'll spray it again. And this stuff will eventually just start to permanently be black for at least a good amount of time.
This stuff works like absolute magic. Going around carefully spreading it over all of the black faded surfaces, it was looking good in no time. Last but not least, the one thing that I like to do on a lot of our cars is do a headlight restoration. It is as simple as sanding it with 3 different grits, getting all of the old oxidized grime off the front of it, cleaning it, letting it dry, and then spraying on some new clear. Look at the difference from the driver's side versus the passenger side. It's like brand new. Now it's time to take the car out and have some fun.
Dude,
Yeah.
this, I mean, it's not a super fast car, but that's not really why you get these.
This thing is so cool. I mean,
They need
just
to fix
driving
the roof.
Like,
It has so much character. It reminds me so much of our E34, and I miss that car so much.
it actually doesn't remind me of the E34. It reminds me of the Mercedes, the W124.
It does.
It's so much. It's
Dude.
literally like the BMW variant.
It is very similar to the W124.
It's so cool. And these wheels look so much better in the car. And then now that it's slammed, like it looks really good.
Well, dude,
and then the paint's super shiny
the
now.
paint
Like,
came back to life. Just goes to show you guys, single stage paint. I know a lot of people are like, oh, 2 stages better, you won't have clear coat. Dude, you could literally let these fade out, sit in the sun for 20 years. 30 minutes of buffing and it's back to normal. I mean, the paint looks amazing. We always bring cars back to life on this channel. This car, we brought back to life. Like, without a doubt. This thing was sitting for like 20 plus years.
yeah, it overheated like instantly, but now it's, you know, just sitting right in the middle. It's perfectly fine.
It's holding temp. The thing looks good.
We don't have any check engine lights, which is crazy for a BMW, let alone, you know, a high mileage E36.
And I gotta say, if you're interested in getting
wanna have
yourself
a nice
into
dinner
a
with some-
BMW, maybe you're scared because of the maintenance and you don't know how to work on cars, these cars are very beginner friendly. They're very simple. It's not a bunch of electronics. It's like nuts and bolts. It's like more like an old school classic car, which is kind of nice. It was kind of refreshing because The new stuff is so electronic, where this car is, it's pretty just mechanical.
Yeah, and then also like people say they're very expensive and that they'll nickel and dime you to death, and that is true if you buy all genuine BMW parts. But there's so many aftermarket parts now for these cars that we were able to find, you know, all the parts that we needed for pretty cheap. And it's like,
well, and they make a lot of them stuff.
You have to test out, because sometimes you want to buy OEM parts, you don't want to buy, you know, the cheap Chinese shit. But sometimes the cheap Chinese shit works really well, and sometimes the OEM is crap.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends. You just gotta, you know,
do your research.
Yeah, do your research. But oh man, what a cool car. Yeah, E36s are by far like my favorite BMW body style. Obviously, engine-wise, it's whatever. I like the V10s, you know, the V8s, but body style, by far my absolute favorite out of all BMWs. Almost all BMWs.
I can't believe how cheap we got this car.
I know, these cars, we've looked at so many E36s trying to pick one up, but people want like, you know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000
for one that's like
super clapped.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I'm gonna get a clapped one, I gotta get it for like under $1,500.
Yeah, I will say, like, sure, we got this for an insanely good price, but we did take on the risk that like the head gasket could have been going out. 190,000 plus miles on one of these, like, and it had an overheating issue on the way back. Like, I was kind of like, yep, we gotta do a head gasket. The fact that we didn't have to do a head gasket makes this car like way more valuable.
They didn't, yeah, no head gasket
you guys have it.
problems.
This thing is an absolute burnout machine. It's a street ripper. You can do donuts. That's why the E36s are used as drift missiles, and that's why they're super overpriced, because everyone wants them, because they're super fun. Go get yourself a Project E36. I really like this one. I think we're gonna have to do a lot more with it, because it's such a cool car. I mean, like I said, when it comes to like BMWs, the E36 body style is...
Neon's gambling on stream. Neon does gambling streams. I'm not surprised, but I never knew that.
my favorite. Driving it, pretty damn cool. And even though the motors don't make, you know, 1 billion horsepower, there's so much you can do with them. You can turbo them, or you can just have fun with them, like...
Fair enough. What's next?
One more time. Who's paying free?
Oh wait.
Oh, hey, what's up? You might be wondering why
I broke a Richh rule as well. Forget to comment. I comment on every video, guys. If you don't remember, if you don't know, get to know. Comment on this video to subscribe. I think it's good that it's automatic. No reason why, but just do. No, they're not. Oh.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Shush, nigga. Where was it?
Paying 3.1.
Bid on BCA just to find out that I'm not gonna win these bids. Like, the prices are way too high.
Bro, what is going on? What's going on with BCA? I'm done. This is absolutely depressing. 4.2. Fuck off, man. I'm calling.
Things about me, I don't buy just to buy. That's the thing. If BCA isn't gonna do me well, then you know what I'm gonna jump back on. I'm gonna jump back on go-parts, and today we got a great video for you guys. Hopefully you guys are subscribed. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Get your popcorn. Let's get ready and let's get into it.
Alright guys, I went back on go-parts for another time since BCA was absolutely dead. As you can see, I tried to bid on any car. Prices went too high.
I haven't eaten today, I just
I'm
realized.
going to be forced to buy a car at a high price. I went back to co-parts now, even though I said co-parts will never happen again. We bought another car. It is a
Guys, I need to eat. I haven't eaten today.